The best 60 minutes of your life. This is the Homer Hour. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. Alongside former Badger and Packer Gary Ellerson. Here's Emmy Award winner Homer.
The best 60 minutes of your day, the generally Gary Ellerson Homer Hour, but Gary Ellerson is on assignment. So filling in for the first half hour, our international spokesman for Giannis leaving. That would be Tony Smith. Those of you not followed the Marquette Superstar Hall of Famer, you should do so on Facebook because he can be very nasty if you are nasty with him.
No, it's not true.
It's not true?
I'm very nice, very cordial.
Why do you want to sell that? We can go to Facebook and I can show you the ones. How many times have you told someone on Facebook, yo, mama?
Several, but still.
Several. Okay. All right. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
There are new things coming out. I don't even know the guy's name, how to pronounce it properly from ESPN. But I tell people when he says something, fact. I don't know if it's fact from what is his name? Samari?
Shams?
Shams? What is he? How Shams?
I just call him Shams because his last name's so hard to pronounce.
Okay. He followed Wojnarowski, and Shams knows. Mm-hmm. When Shams says something, believe it. Now, I don't know who he's getting it from.
What's he saying first?
All right, let's get back. Pebble, we kept that, didn't we? I'm now willing to take bets on Giannis leaving.
Kept what?
Really?
Well, what his comment was early in the week.
Oh, early in the week? I'll have to grab that for you.
Okay, and then...
Wait, you're taking bets that he's gone?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
How much are you willing to bet? Let's see how strongly you believe it.
$1,000.
What? Wow. I mean, you're pretty much convinced then, 100%. That's a 100% amount for you. $1,000. That's like
you would know.
That's like $500,000 for everybody else.
You would know better than most. So for people that don't know, my financial leanings.
Cheap. You're cheap.
You cheap, and that's not just you saying that. You have evidence observing me that I am cheap.
Yes, I cannot believe you're willing to bet $1,000 that he's gone.
Yeah.
Why are you so sure? Because of this guy?
I think those in his camp, very good agents, will convince him that now's the time to go. And for the Bucks, now is the time because they'll get more for him now than I thought. Maybe he'd stay a year, but he's younger. The best deal they can get is now, not a year later. And I don't think they're going to say, we won't trade you. I mean, they do have that option.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to play hardball with him. That would be
correct.
I don't think they'll
and
do that.
So,
but man,
it's the best.
You're like, it's over.
Yes, I think it's over. Yep.
You don't even need me then. It's over. I need.
Hold on.
Over. I can't. $1,000? If you said $20, I think there's some chance. $20 is more your speed. $1,000 is way out of line for you.
But I want to emphasize that's why I have you on, because people give you way more credibility than me. They just think a certain percentage, and they just do it to get, what do they call it, clickbait or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. And I accept
that $1,000 sounds like clickbait.
Okay.
Because that's very.
I mean, it is accurate to say that I have become
completely convinced.
I am completely convinced, but I am slightly less cheap than before. Do you know why?
Oh, you are? No, I don't. Did you hit the lottery or something?
Kind of. I turned 70 and am required at 70 to take my Social Security.
Oh, you're required now.
And so that means that I get an additional.
Is there still Social Security around? There's still some money?
There is. The concern that you mentioned is legitimate.
Okay.
People have advised me. So at 70,
won't sniff it.
I believe that he will, but I believe that the rules will change. You may not get it till you're older. That there will be some adjustments that need to be made. And I think the biggest one will be that you can't get it until you're older because people live longer now. So
don't count on it, Pebble. You ain't getting nothing, brother.
I'm already counting on working until I'm dead, probably. So
working till you're dead.
Pretty much.
Wait a minute. How old are you, Pebble?
How old am I? I'm 45 now.
Yeah, 45. He's able to get Social Security. I think at like 62.
Oh, there we go. 17.
Yeah,
years.
he's getting cash. Now, it might be that he won't be able to get it. I would say you might not be able to get it till 65. But anyway, I get like $5,000 a month. I have to pay taxes on it.
This dude is rich.
Now, rich would not be the word.
$5,000 a month? You're rich.
Well, it's more like multiply
that by 12.
Maybe that's yes. And we have a granddaughter that I want to send to a private school.
But you're already making big bucks.
No,
that's $60,000
that's an addition.
Yeah, no, it's more like after tax.
No. He's already making big money before that $60,000 a year. He's adding $60,000 a year.
It's not
$60,000
because I got 20% has to go to taxes. I get like
$400,000 a year.
I get like $3,500 a month or something like that. But anyway, so yes, I want our granddaughter to go to a private school. That will take a chunk of it. So
you're not the dad. You're just the granddad.
Correct, but I feel like I really want to do this. So there could be another school for another grandkid, and I want to be that person. I want them to be able to go to any school they want and not have to worry about how much it costs. So that'll probably consume most of it. But my point is, yes, if I did not get Social Security, would I be betting $1,000 on this?
No. Actually, yes, you would have.
No, I would not. I can afford to lose the $1,000, and I think I'm right. But if I was not getting Social Security money, there's no way I would make that bet. Now, I may not even actually make the bet. I don't know that anybody will bet me. So, do you want to bet me, Tony?
If anybody knows you, they wouldn't. I wouldn't. Okay. I'm knowing you. I wouldn't bet you because you're just way too convinced for my liking.
All right. Now,
I don't like it.
To the more important stuff, like you observe this, you live this. You were with players, you with agents and all this kind of stuff. What do you know that there's no way I could know that or other people could know because this was your world?
Yeah, but my world is different from Giannis's world. Giannis is in the superstar category. I'm just in a guy category.
All right, explain that difference.
Giannis is controlling things. That's the difference. I told you I got traded, and I was at the mall shopping, and I got traded. I have no idea what's going on. So that's the normal guy type of thing. Now you also remember there's a change in time. So like I'm playing in the 90s. This is 2025. So I think those things the atmosphere is different around the league. But
explain what you mean by that. I don't.
It's just a different league now. There's way more money in the league, so things are a little bit different now. It's a lot more players are starting to get a lot of freedom. They have total freedom now. I mean, you can have a deal and you can still just say, I want out.
And that's because there's so much money?
Well, it's that, and it's because, like, teams now – I remember back when I was playing, like, one of the teams that had a terrible reputation amongst the players were the Clippers.
Yes.
Like, nobody wanted to play to the Clippers. Why? Because guys talk. And nowadays, guys talk way more than guys used to talk back then. There was no social media, so guys couldn't just DM another guy. Like, you would have to run into the guy somewhere, see him somewhere. But there was already Clippers had a bad reputation as being a bad organization. You don't want to play for these guys. So that's why the Clippers had such a hard time getting good. No one wanted to go there. So teams nowadays, knowing that players talk, they work out together, you don't want to treat somebody bad. You don't want to do somebody wrong, or else word's going to get around that these guys treat you like crap. And then when you're a free agent or you have a choice to go somewhere, you ain't going to be choosing there. I can tell you that, especially if you got a bunch of guys telling you that they treat you like crap. So it's ultra important that, that they play nice. And that's why if Giannis wants to go, he's gone. Like, and the thing to do is not fight it, because it's going to make you look bad. Just say, well, not to mention what the guy's done for you. He brought you a championship after 50-year absence or something crazy. So he gave you a championship, bro. Let the dude go. He served his time here. Whatever. You fighting it is going to make you look bad. It's not going to make Giannis looking bad asking to go. You're going to look bad by not letting him go.
What is the truth of, if they give you enough money now, the money is so great that
everybody's giving you money, especially a guy like Giannis. Again, everybody's giving him money. Money's not a factor. Everybody's going to give him money. So it's a non-issue. I'm getting the same amount of money no matter where I go. It's going to be in the same ballpark. The difference between where I go one place and get money is going to be negligible. So money's not even a factor.
Wow.
Just right now, because of how people are judged, not people, but players are judged when you're talking about their legacy. It's all based on championships. We know that, right? Everybody can agree.
Hold on. Is it that? Well, I wanted to ask you on that.
That's what it is.
Is it?
That's all people always talk about when you talk about the great players, because they're all great. They got stats. Everybody's got stats.
Right.
It's how many did you win? Did you win? How many championships did you get?
But do the players...
Giannis has got MVPs. He's got that stuff.
Do the players actually think that? Or do they think fans are just crazy? Like, if you followed Charles Barkley, the view of Barkley as a player is not changed by that he didn't win a title among players. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't...
Yeah, unfortunately, the players aren't the ones writing the books and doing all this stuff. So the players know how good Barkley was. I mean, look at the thing. There's a thing going around the internet now talking about a bunch of guys, a bunch of NBA guys, a bunch of high-level guys, not just like regular guys. They're talking about, I don't know why people are, the media is disrespecting Kobe Bryant. They said to a lot of guys, they're saying, it's Michael and Kobe. LeBron ain't in that picture.
All right.
This is different from only narrative you hear, like talking on the talking heads of the media, is that it's between Jordan and LeBron. Who's the GOAT, Jordan and LeBron?
Mm-hmm.
Like these players are like, nope, it's Jordan and Kobe. Like, it's not even close. They're saying that those two are on level by themselves, and then everybody else. So
now we get to the important stuff. What do you think? I'll tell you what I think.
About what, Giannis?
No, about no. We'll get back to Giannis. Michael and Kobe versus Jordan and LeBron.
Oh, okay. What do you think?
I got Kobe above LeBron.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess what are we talking about?
A player, I think.
Just overall general player.
Yes, like who do I think was a better player? Jordan to me was the best because no one ever thought a guard could dominate the way he did and take over a game. Like, you didn't win a you win a championship because of your center or whatever. And Kobe Bryant to me was Jordan-like. And LeBron has a range of skills for a guy that size that are incredible. But I would have Michael, Kobe, and LeBron. And I would defer to those. I always defer to the players, of those who played against them. As to Kobe wasn't Michael, but man, there was a lot of similarities. So, but I'll defer to you. If you say I got LeBron, it's not even close, then I might have to redo belief.
No, like I said, I agree with a lot of players. I think people look at LeBron. Well, I look at LeBron. Players look at LeBron from I got to guard you standpoint.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I'm looking at. Like I got to guard Jordan. I mean, you got your only chance is that he's off that night. I mean,
correct.
There's no weakness to push him to. I think a lot of people felt like it's in LeBron. You just make him shoot a jumper.
Right.
That's not his thing. So when you can say that, I don't think you can't even say that about Kobe. Make him shoot a jumper. You can't give him a jumper.
Yeah, you've explained it perfectly. And LeBron has a body that may make it that he could attack the basket maybe a little better than Kobe. I don't know. What does LeBron?
But if someone's just as big as LeBron, okay, now he can't. Out beat you up. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's how I would look at it. Like, okay, I got to guard this guy. What can I do? I have any shots? And if I do, what is it? And with Michael, Kobe, there's nothing you can go to as far as I'm going to push you to a weakness. And there is none.
Yeah, LeBron was like that if he's making his jump shot, right? If LeBron, in the days when LeBron's making his shot, he's unstoppable.
Right.
Kobe and Michael were unstoppable literally every game potentially.
Yeah, and they weren't relying on – they're going to get to a spot on the floor somehow. And pull up in the mid-range and murder you. So that's the difference.
And if you overplay it, they'll go by you and lay it up and dunk.
Yeah, you really got no shot. You got to just hope that they're off.
And you played Jordan when you were a rookie, but the thought was to try to make him make a jump shot, right? When he was younger.
I mean, well, you don't want to give him a layup. So I mean, that's your best thing. Don't give him a layup, but you couldn't say, force him right or left. You can go either way. It doesn't matter.
All right. We will get back to Giannis. And yes, this is the day. And Tony has the ability when he comes back in the next segment to say, Homer, as often you're overselling it or however he wants to analyze my state that I will bet up to $1,000 that Giannis will not play again for the Milwaukee Bucks. Next.
More of the Homer Hour coming up next on 94.5 ESPN.
We've got an accident on 94 eastbound, right about at Highway 67. It's a car that went way off in the embankment off of the right there. So watch for the delays going all the way back, starting at Golden Lake Road, past the scene there, all the way to Highway 83. More delays between Highway 164 and Brookfield Road, and then the Zoo all the way to about 27th Street. 41 southbound is going to be backed up from Good Hope Road, pretty much all the way down past Burleigh. We got the northbound side slowing down from Watertown Plank Road all the way up past Hampton. Of course, those are roadwork delays as well. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, chance of showers, mostly cloudy and windy, otherwise a low of 52. Tomorrow, slight chance for showers, partly cloudy with a high of 64. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Your chance to spend an afternoon on the links with ESPN Milwaukee is just a tap away. The 2025 Delzer ESPN Milwaukee Open happens July 15th at the Ball Golf Course, and we're inviting a lucky ESPN Milwaukee fan and 3 guests. Hang out with your favorite ESPN Milwaukee hosts, play around at one of Wisconsin's most popular courses, and enjoy food and drinks throughout the day. Open up the contest tab in the ESPN Wisconsin app and register for your chance to win this fan foursome with ESPN Milwaukee.
Escape the city and relax at Lake Lawn Resort in beautiful Delavan, Wisconsin. Enjoy outdoor activities on Delavan Lake. Tee off at the Lakeside Majestic Oaks Golf Course or unwind at the award-winning Calidora Spa. With both indoor and outdoor pools, there's fun for the whole family. Take a cruise on the Lake Lawn Queen. Explore stunning shores and historic landmarks. And enjoy delicious food and drinks on board. Book your stay today at LakeLawnResort.com, where everything is better at the lake.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Ever notice how wine enthusiasts often speak a completely different language? And while that language may technically be English, to most people it's anything but. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, where we stock over 8,000 varieties of wine and speak many dialects of wine English to help everyone. from the wine novice to the master sommelier. So if you need an expert recommendation for wine, or maybe you know what you want and simply need help locating it, our experienced staff has got your back. No matter the budget, occasion, or your level of wine expertise, Discount Liquor will make you feel at home. Discount Liquor, unmatched selection, everyday low prices, a helpful staff, and 2 convenient locations. In Milwaukee on 51st and Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow and Maine.
Discount Liquor.
They say seeing is believing. And when you check out what's waiting for you at American Place Casino, you'll definitely believe you'll love it. From thrilling gaming to top-notch service, we're changing the game. Come play all your favorites like blackjack, craps, roulette, and the latest slots. Catch a game at the sportsbook, enjoy great restaurants, bars, and more. If you're ready for excitement, exceptional service, and an experience you'll never forget, then we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game. Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
Here in Wisconsin, one name is synonymous with fantastic frozen pizza, Palermo's. For almost 60 years, Palermo's has focused on feeding Wisconsin families. And though Palermo's has grown a lot since 1964, they're still family-owned. They're still proud to call Milwaukee home. And they're still committed to making the best frozen pizza possible. From their new and improved rising crust pizzas to their guilt-free Primo thin pies, Palermo's has a delicious slice for every appetite. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer food aisle. Palermo's. Flavor is our family's business.
This is the Homer Hour on 94.5 ESPN.
It is the Gary Ellerson Homer Hour. He is on assignment, so Tony Smith for the first half hour. We got 8 minutes more with him. He can tell you, as he often does on Marquette basketball as the analyst. Homer's just making that up. Live listings, show replays, exclusive content. It's all on the new ESPN Wisconsin app. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The Wisconsin sports fans' best way to stay in touch with their favorite ESPN Wisconsin shows and keep up with their favorite teams used to be WisconsinOnDemand.com. Now it's the new ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores. I don't know that anybody will be attending because I don't know that it's open to the public. Pebble, do you know that I have a big job on Saturday?
You do? I did not know that, no.
Yes, 9 o'clock at p.m.
p.m.
They did not check with Tony because he would have told him Homer might fall asleep. At Hart Park in Tosa. I'm not even sure Tony knows what's going on. Tony, do you know what's going on?
At 9 p.m.? No idea.
Saturday night. Oh, you better know because I'm supposed to be interviewing you.
Not at 9 p.m., you're not?
Yes, it is. That's what time it said on the program. Yeah.
9 p.m.?
9 to,
your mind.
9 to 9:30. Hart Park, the Tosa East Hall of Fame banquet finishes up with Homer interviewing Tony Smith. And do you know who else I'm interviewing along with you?
Who?
Devin Harris.
At 9 p.m.?
Yeah, what time did they tell you to be there?
I don't think you got it messed up.
You think so? No, they got all this stuff to introduce all the people and put them in the Hall of Fame. I got my stuff.
It starts at 4:30.
Okay.
That's what I got.
It's possible.
I'm out of there at 6:30, so it's going to be hard to interview me.
No, you can't be out of there at 6:30.
I am out of there. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't.
No, you can't. I got to talk to you and Devin Harris.
Am I getting paid for this?
I don't ask me. I'm not.
No, I'm not. That means I'm out of here.
Well, they better have. What am I going to do?
That's between you and them.
You're there from 4:30 to 6:30. Oh my gosh! Yep. I'm glad I brought this up. Hold on.
I am too. You better call them and tell them. That better be the first thing.
No, you better call them and tell them.
I'm not telling them anything. I'm telling them I'm leaving at 6:30.
What did they tell you that you were going to be doing until 6:30? Signing autographs and stuff?
No. First of all, I didn't think the thing would even last that long.
Tosa East ceremony. I got 8 p.m. Maybe it's 8, not 9. 8 to 8:30.
8 and it starts at 4:30. That's too long of a program. They got to change that. We're going to switch it around. Me and Devin are going first.
fine.
I got it right here, Homer. Tosa East Hall of Fame 10th anniversary induction ceremony, Saturday, May 17th, 2025 at 4:30.
Does it give a list of the various events that are occurring?
4:30, pal.
We're taking the break, and I'll give you the time that it told me. I didn't. I think it might have been 8 to 8:30. It's the last thing of the evening. The last thing is Homer interviewing Devin Harris and Tony Smith.
Yeah, now they're going to shorten that up.
Well, I mean, you better tell them.
No, when they see me leave, they're going to say, "Oh, guess we're not doing that interview."
Hold on, just a second here. I'm looking it up on. This is amazing. Doing the show. Oh yeah, May 17th, panel discussion. Oh yeah. All these questions to ask you. I got all these things. Please consider the following topics: best coaches, fondest memory. All right, here we got the time. All right, hey, baby, Pebble, you have to come into you leave your producer's room and come into where I am because I want you to observe this.
All right, coming in right now.
All right. 4:30 registration, reception at 5. Welcome, then the bishop. Last 9 o'clock panel discussion with Tony Smith, Devin Harris, and Steve, the Homer True. All right, Pebble.
9 o'clock.
Hold on. There it is. Reception plans.
Who's going to be there that long?
Now, Pebble, would you please repeat? Because Tony says I make stuff up.
Panel 9 p.m. panel discussion with Tony Smith, Devin Harris, and Steve the Homer True.
And what time does it start?
Starts at 4:30 as registration.
And tell him
5 o'clock reception.
All right, tell him
6:30 opening remarks.
All right, what's 7:30?
7:30 is the student athlete induction ceremony with Joe Vetrano and Vince Vetrano, and then we also have the 1940s, 87.
Right. At 8:10, what do we have?
8:10, we got team introduction, 1981 girls basketball state championship team.
And then what do we got at 8:25?
8:25 is the 89 boys basketball state champion.
And then what about 8:40?
John W. Richmond Leadership Award.
And what about at 9 o'clock?
And then 9 o'clock, the panel discussion with Tony Smith, Devin Harris, and Steve the Homer True.
You may not believe me. Do you now believe Pebble?
Not a chance. Oh, listen, I believe that's what they think is going to happen. But you got to, first of all, I don't even know who made that program up. 4:30? You think people getting there at 5 o'clock are going to be there for 4 hours?
Again, they want to be there all the time because they're honoring people throughout the entire evening.
Hey, no. What people are going to do is they're going to get there at 8 o'clock.
All right. Oh.
No one's getting there at 4:30.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, you're probably right. You probably got that right. All right. So I don't know what to do. You're telling me I was not going to get there till like 8:45 till I did the interview, but you're saying
we're gonna have to try to move that up. I can't be there at 9 o'clock. There's no way.
And I wish to inform everyone, when Tony says I can't be there at 9 o'clock, Pebble, do you know what that means?
What does that mean?
He will not be there at 9 o'clock. You can do whatever you want. You can schedule it however you want. You can say that he's going to dunk at 9 o'clock. That would only happen if who would agree and say that he's going to do it.
He does.
He does. And he's not.
Yeah,
I would say this right now. I will also bet $1,000 that Tony Smith is not going to be there Saturday night at 9 o'clock.
No,
definitely
not. 100% will not be there.
Yeah, okay.
There's zero chance. There's a better chance of Giannis staying than me being there at 9 o'clock.
Yeah. I was getting really excited because I figured that I don't have to say anything. You and Devin can just talk.
But no.
And then like 100 questions, and then you know me. If I get to talk, I'm just going to tell my Tony Smith stories. And then you're going to say whether they were made up or not.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you a little clue for if they move it up, and then I'm still there for this.
Yeah.
And you're asking me questions.
I
don't really play favorites. Like, there's no favorite coach. Like, they're all coaches. They are different in different ways.
I know that. That would not be my question.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
No, my question to you would be. We're here for Tosa East, but there's nobody that ever played for Tosa East that cared more about their family or specifically their mom than Tony Smith. Everything and whoever he played, however he played basketball, was secondary to doing whatever would be best for his mom or something. Is that a good question?
Is this thing at Hart Park outside?
No, it's inside, I'm sure.
Oh, I was going to say.
So
it'd be toasty out.
So, like, if you want to know why he picked Marquette, I say it's his mom. If you don't want to know why he did anything, I say he says it's his mom. Tony, am I right or wrong? And
you are correct.
Okay, and then you can take it from there. I think you love to talk about your mom.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Am I right about that?
I'm doing a Kevin Durant. She's the real MVP.
Yes. Okay, and then you can. And then I would say I need a mom story. Like, did she always? I mean, here's my first question. Like, when did you become really good? Like, when you were playing at 8, like where you could score. I mean,
yeah, no, that's for other people to ask.
No, but I mean, it's like you. It's like we're just I'm pretty good at this. I think I'm going to play basketball. And in the input, your mom had like, hey, you need to do this, or she said you shoot too much, or you need to dribble better, or maybe she never said anything about basketball and just wanted to make sure you're okay. Never said anything.
Nope. Except you better get good grades or you're not playing.
There we go. Okay. Or you're not playing. And I believe both you and Devin Harris were similar in that you were both very good at volleyball, but didn't play it your entire high school career. Right?
Devin wasn't any good, but yeah, we both.
Whoa, yeah. Oh, I got to ask about that. He wasn't. I can't believe he wasn't very good.
I have no idea.
Oh,
I have no idea.
I mean, you would assume he's pretty good. You were good.
He wasn't even going to play volleyball. I told him to play.
Oh, really? I would see. That was the other question. I would think that Devin used you as kind of a person to ask stuff about because you were how many years older than he was? 10?
A lot, yeah.
But I mean, did he? Did you have discussions where he asked you about, I don't know, anything?
Yeah. I told him to play volleyball.
Yeah. And so he did it for a year and then?
I don't know how long he played, but yeah, I know he played. But he wasn't going to do anything. I said, just do something. So all you do is jump, I told him. All you do is jump. You're working on your jumping. It's beautiful. But
did you tell him to get mad? Don't get mad at your coach? He didn't run track? No. He didn't do track?
I don't think so.
Okay. I would assume that he would. I would think that he would have had some track skills, right?
Hey, let me give you some hope for Giannis, though.
Oh, all right. Back to Giannis.
Before I go.
I know. I'm obsessed because it's past 5:30. Sorry. I got lost on 9 o'clock. Come to Hart Park Saturday at 9 and see if Tony is still there.
Don't waste your time.
All right. Let's go to Giannis. Anything you want to say about Giannis? You get the final words.
Hey, I know you got 1,000 on it, and you're dead set that he's gone. I will say there is some hope because, to be honest with you, I thought he would have already been gone.
Oh.
And the fact that he's still here now, that gives me a little bit, or people who are hoping he's here. I don't hope he's here. I really hope he goes somewhere where he's going to have a chance to win.
What?
I hope he goes somewhere to have a chance to win. He ain't going to win here.
You want him to leave?
He ain't going to win here, yes.
Oh, man. People like you. Do you want people not to like you?
Hey, people should like Giannis. Don't like me.
Okay.
Like Giannis. And hope the best for Giannis, which means you hope he gets another opportunity to win a championship. That's what you better hope for. He's giving you a championship. You're not going to get another one. So even with him here, you're not going to get another one because Dame's going to be out all next year. And what else do you have? So what are you going to do? You're going to just magically find some players out of thin air?
Yes, I'm going to have young players and see if we can make some good.
And see, there you go. Look, and see if we can do something. We got some young players. See if they get better. Okay. Hope all you want to.
Hey, I would hire you as GM. I'd put you in charge.
There ain't nobody to get. It's too much of a. It's time for a rebuild, unfortunately, and the rebuild might be shorter than you had hoped it's going to be, which is great. But it's that time. Like Middleton's gone. Drew's gone. You got a bunch of young guys, a bunch of draft picks that you had picked that they didn't elevate to the level that you needed them to. Right? They might be okay, but they're
Mr.
not
Smith,
at the level you need them to be.
I thought you were supposed to. Pebble, didn't Mr. Smith say he was going to make us feel better about Giannis?
He did indeed.
I did. I said he's still here now, so who knows what he's going to do.
I will say this.
He might say again.
Of the people I talked to, one said it would make sense to do it before the draft. because then you would have the ability.
Right.
And if it doesn't after the draft, then it gets to become free agency. But their premise was the same as yours. The benefit is to do it for.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I mean, how many franchise changers are in the draft? I mean, there's a lot of good.
Just
good
gives
players.
You more options, right?
I guess, yeah.
I mean, say you get the number. The team gave you the number 2 pick in the draft or something. I don't know.
I know, but one player.
Yes.
This team's not one player away.
He's just saying you want to. You have greater options to put a package together before the draft.
Correct, but you're not one player away though.
Correct.
That's my whole thing.
You're right.
So you can if you trade them and get picks, you're not like one player away. You're not even 2 players away, especially if they're young. So it is what it is. Everybody has to rebuild. Big deal. Just go with it. I'm not going to be like. Listen, as a player, I know the deal. Like, there's no loyalty around here. Like, you guys, if I started to suck, you guys would get rid of me. So let's not act like there's loyalty. Now, as a player, as Giannis, well, the franchise sucks right now. Sorry.
So what if the Bucks said you're now Giannis or his representative? Hey, you got a contract. You got a couple more years. We're not trading you. You're staying up. If you play anywhere, you're playing here.
I'll just say, okay, I know you don't want that. I already explained that part to you. Like, you don't want that. You don't want that on your resume as a franchise.
Okay. Talking with Tony Smith.
I'll tell the world what you guys are trying to do to me.
If I give you $100, will you stay till 9:00 on Saturday night?
No. They got to. I'm
$200
Chris right now. I'm calling Chris right now. He's got to move that up.
All right. Well, tell him to let me because I really want to talk to the two of you.
Yeah. All right.
You're lucky. You're lucky that we did this show, that you came on.
You're right. I didn't know about that.
You didn't believe me, but you believe Pebble when he's reading it.
No, I believed you. Oh. I was hoping you were mistaken.
All right, thanks,
Sean. Because it did start at 4:30, and then 9:00. We can all agree that's a ridiculous amount of time.
Well, I thought the 4:30 was ridiculous. Normally, I expected them to say it started at 6:30.
Yeah, I like the 4:30 start. I don't like the 9:00 finish, though.
Yes. All right. Well, keep me posted.
All right. Later.
Tony Smith. I won't be there at 9:00 on Saturday night to the Tosa East Hall of Fame, of which he's already a member, then numbers retired and everything like that. It's amazing that a high school here, there are some others would have 2 NBA players of the magnitude and college players of those 2. All right, we're late. What a shock. Next.
The Homer Hour is back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Northbound on 41, we've got a crash right about at Watertown Plank Road on the left shoulder, so watch out for that. Then we've got more delays continuing on all the way up to Silver Spring. Southbound slow from Good Hope Road all the way down past Burleigh. Southbound 43 slow from Hampton all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge towards the KK River. Northbound's backed up out of the Marquette up to Keefe. And the bypass heading eastbound, slowing down out of the Hale interchange to Forest Home Avenue. Traffic is brought to you by Third Ward Beer Garden. Experience Milwaukee's favorite beer garden, open Wednesday through Sunday with live music Thursday through Saturday. Good times and great vibes await at Third Ward Beer Garden. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, chance of showers, mostly cloudy and windy, a low of 52. Tomorrow, a slight chance for showers, partly cloudy with a high of 64. Summer's around the corner. Get ready for boating, fishing, and paddleboarding on serene Delavan Lake. Make the most of the season at Lake Lawn Resort. Book your adventure today at lakelawnresort.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Highlight your long weekend when the Brewers kick off a 3-game series against the Red Sox on Memorial Day, featuring the best way to start summer, Dollar Hot Dog Day. Keep the summer vibes going into the week as kids and seniors can get 50% off select tickets at the game on Wednesday, May 28th. What's better than a long weekend? Brewers baseball and dollar hot dogs. Find your seats today at brewers.com.
Turn your driveway into the basketball court of your dreams with Precision Sports, Southeastern Wisconsin's dealer for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator hoop systems. From installation to customizable painted court lines, Precision Sports is a slam dunk. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Buying a new roof might not be the most exciting thing you'll do this year, but for us at Big Fish Contracting, being chosen to do that roof for you not only provides income for multiple families in southeastern Wisconsin, but has a global reach and impact around the world. To us, it's more than just a roof. We've been earning trust for over 2 decades, roofing, siding, windows, and more. Go to bigfishcontracting.com to learn how Big Fish is renovating homes and redeeming an industry.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp recently surveyed more than 16,000 people and found that while 75% of people believe it is wise to seek support, only 27% of Americans are actually in therapy, and people stay silent to avoid being judged. BetterHelp has more than 10 years of experience matching you with the right therapist. We are all better with help. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout for 10% off your first month of therapy today. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a star-studded group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 6th through the 8th with an exciting team competition and a new tournament home at TPC, Wisconsin. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Megan Maroney with special guest Clint Black on Friday, June 6th at Breese Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Mark Tauscher here for Kohler Services. Well, if you've been putting off your bath or shower remodel, now's the time to turn to Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer, providing care for life. And this month only, get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel and no interest financing for 12 months. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote, with fast, professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Make plans to stop by Third Ward Beer Garden at Catalano Square. Experience Milwaukee's favorite beer garden, the perfect spot to meet up with friends in the Third Ward. Open Wednesday through Sunday with live music Thursday through Saturday. Good times and great vibes await at Third Ward Beer Garden.
You're listening to the Homer Hour on 94.5 ESPN.
Tony Smith is the best. We got a better chance of a hurricane. 3 hurricanes than Tony Smith being there at 9 o'clock Saturday. From the court to the classroom in the community, the Champions for Literacy celebration with Dwayne Wade and Travis Diener will be an evening you don't want to miss. Join Wade and Diener on June 27th at the Garage at the Harley-Davidson Museum and make an impact by raising funds for literacy. Dwayne Wade, I believe, spending his rest of his life trying to be the greatest humanitarian on the planet. Get tickets and full event information right now at WadeVersusDiener.GiveSmart.com. WadeVersusDiener.GiveSmart.com. And certainly, Travis Diener deserves equal support, recognition, honor for being a part of it as well. Brock Purdy has the new contract. He's got, and again, everything is about guaranteed money because that tells you $181 million in guarantees. That means he's going to be the quarterback for at least, 4 years, something like that?
At least, yeah.
Something like that. All right, I wanted to, 1-800-990-3776. We have a few minutes left. We're behind, but you can call in and comment on anything. But I did want to comment on the book that Caleb Williams supposedly, or the book about quarterbacks. I don't know why everybody's mad at him. Like, he said he didn't want to play for the Bears. Like, oh, how can he be like that, or how can his dad be like that? Eli Manning. Do I have this right? Eli Manning was drafted by the San Diego Chargers, correct?
He was.
And what did he say?
He wanted out of there.
I'm not going there. Well, how can whatever Caleb Williams say be worse than that? Does that not factor in? Like, of course he probably, now I don't know that you'd want it in a book, but why not in a book? In the end, what did Caleb Williams do? Right? He said, I don't want to go to the Chicago Bears, right? They're horrible. It's a what do they say? Graveyard for quarterbacks?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. So he got drafted by who? Who drafted him, Pebble?
The Chicago Bears.
And what did he do?
He played for the Chicago Bears.
He played for the Chicago Bears. What? So what did he do that's wrong? He said something that's wrong, but his actions. Eli Manning said, after drafted by the Chargers, I'm not playing for the Chargers. Did he play for the Chargers?
He did not.
No. What Eli Manning did as far as concern of the league or personal, who does Eli Manning think he is? Well, Peyton Manning's kid, and San Diego, right, traded him to the Giants.
Yes.
And then, I don't know, Phillip Rivers ended up playing for San Diego, the Chargers.
He did, yeah.
Was he drafted by him or I can't remember what they did. But my point is, this is insignificant. He didn't do anything. He said they're horrible. I'm exploring this. Of course you would explore that. Should it be held against Lou Alcindor before he signed with the Bucks that he explored playing in the ABA for, I think it was the New Jersey Nets? And one of the owners who I met later, many years later, said, and we told Lou Alcindor that we'd trade him whenever he wanted out. Said his line was, we told him slavery's done. The point being, they wanted to make sure he played some time for the Bucks and didn't go immediately to, I think it was the New York Nets. Somebody can look back to the ABA. I get confused. New York Nets, New Jersey Nets. But anyway, so he signed they decided to play in the NBA, and then they had the flip of the coin, the Phoenix Suns versus the Milwaukee Bucks. And the Bucks, I think, is it the Suns who messed up the coin toss, and the Bucks won the coin toss thing. But I don't understand how should anybody be mad about Caleb Williams? He said, I'm playing for the Bears. Like the Bears players are going to be mad at him or fans are going to be mad at him? No. His opinion was accurate, and yet even though he thought that, what did he do, Pebble? What did Caleb Williams do?
He went out and played for the Bears.
He played for the Bears. And your complaint is what? He said he was considering not playing for the Bears. As a matter of fact, the reality should be you should think more of Caleb Williams for feeling that way, not less. And Pebble, why should you think more of Caleb Williams for feeling that way?
Because he still played for the Bears.
And it shows he's smart. Every quarterback should say, do I want to play for the Bears? The graveyard for quarterbacks. Caleb Williams says, I'm not sure that I do, but in the end, yeah, I'm going to do it. Now, I don't know what changed his mind to do that, but in the end, Caleb Williams showed immense confidence, respect for the Chicago Bears because he decided to play for them, whatever his thoughts were or what his dad's thoughts were. I feel like I need to join a new humanity. Like that this is just so terrible when it not only isn't terrible, but there's a history of somebody doing way more than what Caleb Williams did. And his name is Eli Manning. Next.
More of the Homer Hour coming up next on 94.5 ESPN. Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on May 20th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Baltimore Orioles.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in May 20th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
They say seeing is believing. And when you check out what's waiting for you at American Place Casino, you'll definitely believe you'll love it. From thrilling gaming to top-notch service, we're changing the game. Come play all your favorites like blackjack, craps, roulette, and the latest slots. Catch a game at the sportsbook, enjoy great restaurants, bars, and more. If you're ready for excitement, exceptional service, and an experience you'll never forget, then we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game. Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Bruss talking about our friends at Road America, America's national park of speed. Get out of your house this summer and go to Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road circuit that has hosted some of the best races since 1955. Spring Vintage Weekend with the SVRA is up next on May 16th through the 18th. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
What fills your cup? Those things, big and small, that make each day rewarding. Here's what fills our cup at Educators Credit Union. When you walk in the lobby and see your favorite teller, cultivating financial literacy to build stronger communities. When we help you buy a home when you didn't think it was possible. The best part? Seeing you leave with a smile because we made a difference in your life. It fills our cup to see you succeed because we're more than a financial. We're people helping people. Educators Credit Union. Achieving more together. Insured by NCUA.
The 2015 Wisconsin men's hoops team gave us all a march to remember.
There will be no undefeated champion on Wisconsin with an unbelievable stretch drive to the championship game.
On June 26th, enjoy an intimate celebration with the stars of the run with Made 'em Believe. Presented by M3 Insurance. World-class expertise and individual attention. Tickets are on sale now at uwhoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe, June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
Wade vs. Diener is about planting seeds of opportunity and watching them grow into something amazing. Join NBA and Marquette stars Dwayne Wade and Travis Diener and be part of this incredible journey at the Champions for Literacy celebration on June 27th. Or register your son or daughter for the Elite Youth Basketball Camp coached by Dwayne Wade and Travis Diener themselves on June 28th. Register at wadevsdiener.givesmart.com. That's wadevsdiener.givesmart.com.
Welcome back to the Homer Hour on 94.5 ESPN.
I wish to thank somebody in the Institute who put on Twitter and said, Homer, what about John Elway? Yes, John Elway, same thing. Got drafted by I think he was drafted by the Colts. I mean,
Buffalo wasn't the Bills,
but they traded him so soon. I got to check to see. Denver picked him up, and he was part of a trade. So let's see what they. I got Wikipedia. Let's see. I think he was the first pick in the 1983 draft. Yeah, he would have been taken by the Indianapolis Colts. They didn't like him because there was a guy named Frank Cush who was their coach, and terrible. You can check that up, Pebble. And then they traded him to Denver for offensive lineman Chris Hitnick. But anyway, my point is that how anybody can be upset with Caleb Williams because he and his father thought maybe they didn't want to play for Chicago is absurd, given the history. It's absurd in the first place because in the end he decided to play for him. But then you have a history of two other famous quarterbacks. John Elway, of course, the first pick, and Eli Manning was the first pick in the draft too, right? I think. I should probably look that up. I know Elway was. And they said, fine, you draft us. We're not playing there. Elway.
Yeah, Manning was first overall.
If you don't remember, threatened to play baseball. So he said, I'm not going to play. I'm going to play baseball for the New York Yankees. And the Colts afraid that he'd get nothing, or I don't know the particulars. But then they traded him to Denver. So you have a case of two that did what supposedly Caleb Williams considered. So, I'll get it. By the way, how are we doing on the Discount Liquor Twitter poll question? Again, I stated at the beginning of the show, I'll bet $1,000 that Giannis will be with another team next year. Which impressed Tony Smith, who was a guest, because I'm so cheap. But, yep, I'm willing to do it.
Today's Discount Liquor Twitter poll question at the Homer Hour on Twitter, at ESPN Milwaukee on Twitter. Homer says he's willing to bet $1,000 that Giannis will not be back with the Milwaukee Bucks next season. Does that make you think the Greek Freak is leaving for sure? No, Giannis will be back. 65% of the vote. Yes, Giannis is gone. 35% of the vote.
Should I be upset that only 35% think I Have any idea what I'm talking about, even if I'm willing to put $1,000?
Well, let's go to that with Jeff, who responds and says, Homer would not be willing to lose $1,000 unless he heard from a reputable source or multiple sources that Giannis indeed would not be back next season with the Bucks. If I had Homer's money, I would also bet $1,000 that 34 has played his final game in Milwaukee.
And unlike Tony, I hope that it does not happen. I want him to stay. My wish had been that he would stay for 1 year, and I was informed by multiple people, Homer, that's idiotic. You'll get less for him next year than you would get for him now. So if the Bucks are willing to, if Giannis wants out, the Bucks would want to do it now, not wait for a year. The only thing that could prevent it would be that he has a contract and the Bucks say, we're not trading you. Well, even if they don't want to trade him, but realize they might have to trade him anytime in the future, that would make it important that they trade him now. Because now is when you potentially get the most. All right, we have ESPN Nashville, then we have the Knicks.
Knicks-Celtics coverage starting at 6:30 right here in 94.5 ESPN.
And you have to be old to understand how badly the Knicks need to win this game, because the Knicks have been horrible. Celtics are without Tatum. They're at home. They should win the game. I'm not an expert on the Knicks. I will defer to others on that. But if the Knicks lost this series to Boston, I think it would be one of, if not the greatest loss in the playoff history of the New York Knicks.
And Knicks favored by 2.5 tonight.
Yes, I will go with the Knicks. I was wrong earlier. I said that the Celtics would win Game 4. They did not. They won Game 5. And while the Celtics have been ahead by, isn't it, at least 14 points in every game?
Yeah, they were up by by 20 in the first 2 games.
Yeah,
and I think it's by 14
And of course, the Celtics have former Marquette star Sam Hauser. I don't know if he was hurt earlier or they just weren't playing him. He played in the last game, made a couple threes. And yes, while he finished at Virginia, Sam Hauser is a former Marquette star. Had he not transferred and stayed for his final year, I think he would have been top 5 in scoring and rebounding both in Marquette history.
Wow.
He'd been one of the top maybe 5 players in the history of the school. He didn't finish. He spent his last year after sitting out at Virginia, but that does not change how great a player he was for Marquette. So, I got to take the Knicks. Pebble, who do you got? Knicks, Celtics?
I'll take the Knicks at home, yeah. No Tatum.
Celtics seem to be struggle rebounding. But anyway, we have Nashville, and then we will have the game. And the game everybody must watch Sunday is Game 7, Oklahoma City and Denver, right? Am I right? It's like 2:30?
We'll have that right here. Yep, we'll have that right here on 94.5 ESPN,
one of the great games in the history of the NBA playoffs. Thanks to Tony Smith. Next.
All right, northbound 43. We've got some backups because of an accident right about at Fond du Lac Avenue. It is off on the right shoulder, so heads up with that. Delays continue past that point all the way up